Shalom, 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 Yasha. This your boy, Brother Shema Allah, back at you with another quick edifying video. Today's lesson is called, They Shall Build, But I Shall Throw Down. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Halal, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. That's all praises to the Heavenly Father, whose name is Yahawah, and his only begotten Son's name, who you ignorantly call Jesus, whose name is Yahawashi, right? And the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawchaa Qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who have ruled well through the Spirit and have fed and edified the sheep in these last days, and has pushed this gospel and this truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days of mighty shalom. Another mighty shalom to all you Akim out there laboring on the highways and hedges and on the unicorn, pushing this 100% doctrine, this 100% truth to the four corners of the earth in these last days. A mighty shalom to you all as well. So this is in some recent news, right, from the LA Times. Says photos, Palisades fire explodes, fueled by gusting Santa Ana winds, right? And this is like, a lot of these are just like pictures. So firefighters battle a house fire off of Bollinger Drive in Pacific Palisades after the Palisades fire exploded. So firefighters scrambled to corral a fast-moving wildfire in Los Angeles hillsides dotted with celebrity homes as a life-threatening, destructive windstorm hit Southern California, fanning the blaze seen for miles, while roads were clogged with cars as residents tried to flee. Forecasters warn the worst may be yet to come, with the windstorm predicted to last for days, producing isolated gusts that could top 100 miles per hour in the mountains and foothills. Already the winds are toppling trees, creating dangerous surf and bringing extreme wildfire risk to areas that haven't seen substantial rain in months. All right, and you see some of the pictures, of these houses. Hey, the Lord is continuing to bring judgment. All right. And you just see some of the pictures, right? And I was watching a video, when you watch the fire, man, you just see the fire dancing around. And it's like, man, just had me thinking of a couple of scriptures. And I'll probably get those, Lord's will. All right. So it says, why does California get so many wildfires? This is from Indy 100. It said the world has once again woken up to the news that wildfires are spreading through California. This time, the Pacific Palisades area of Los Angeles. 30,000 people have been told to flee their homes as 100-mile-per-hour winds push the flames towards even more destruction, with a number of multi-million-dollar properties already being seen burnt inside out. All right. The fire has so far spread approximately 3,000 acres. Celebrities, including Mark Hamill, Ben Affleck, Spencer Pratt, along with Heidi Montag, have all been forced to evacuate, with Pratt documenting the destruction of his family home. So it says primary cast member of the reality series television The Hills says he's watching his home burn down on the security cameras from the Pacific Palisades fire. So it says, but this isn't the first time we've heard of fires engulfing the state, and sadly, certainly it won't be the last, right? That's a fact. 8 of the 10 biggest recorded California wildfires in history have happened in the past 5 years, right? So why does the Golden State have such a problem with fires? It says usually there are a number of things that start them: arson, equipment use, power lines, lightning. We know it's all of Yahawashi at the end of the day, right? It says, but unusual drought and heat, exacerbated by climate change, overgrown forests caused by long-term fire suppression and rapid population growth, along with the edges of forests, could be what is propelling them to even be more destructive. Well, we're going to get the true reason, okay? But you see, like, more pictures, and this continues to happen, right? Because the Lord is bringing judgment upon this place. All right. I want to get this real quick. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, and I'll start at verse number 4. In the KJV, it says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi hath indignation forever. Right? Doesn't matter how many times you can keep trying to build this. The Lord is throwing this stuff down until ultimately He's going to make this place desolate. All right. Now you saw that 100-mile-an-hour winds. You know what I mean? And then it's supposed to last for days. That's only of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. Right? That's who's doing this. All right. Let's read it in the NLT. Esau's descendants in Edom, who may say, we have been shattered, but we will rebuild the ruins. But Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi of heaven's army replies, they may try to rebuild, but I will demolish them again. Their country will be known as the land of wickedness, and their people will be called the people with whom the Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is forever angry. All right. So the reason for this, right? They are the border of wickedness. They are the wicked that the Bible speaks of. All right. And what did they do? They raped, robbed, and murdered to take over this land, right? And guess what? The Lord is bringing judgment. All right. And then and that's why you've seen so many fires, right? And then what do? They build it again, and then what does the Lord do? Brings back judgment, vengeance against it, and burns it down some more. Every time. All right. Let's get this one right here in the book of Sirach. Right. Let's go to the book of Sirach real quick. All right, Sirach 39, and we'll start at verse number 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right? So, there are spirits that are created, right? You just think about in those fires, man. In those fires, all hell's breaking loose. And you got 100-mile-per-hour winds that are pushing this fire. And I was watching it on YouTube. It was a little live thing. And you could just see, when you see the flames kind of just dancing around and just flaring up and the whole nine, it's like, oh, man. Right? Reading on verse 29, it says, fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. All right? You want to keep trying to build, right? In this land that you've stolen, right? That you've done. Hey, the Lord is going to continue to burn this place until this place is ultimately, completely burned. All right? Like John the Revelator saw the lake of fire. All right? That was this place burned. All right, on fire, right, through those ICBM missiles, those thermonuclear missiles, and Yahawashi and the angels in the chariots with their weapons, right, making sure that this place is utterly destroyed, that Babylon the Great is utterly destroyed. All right, reading on, it says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. All right, you got all types of stuff happening, You got the mountain lions out there. The Lord is turning it up, right? Turning it up day by day, right? We continue to see it. All right. Let's go to grab a couple of. I wanted to go to Luke, right? Luke 12 and verse number 49. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 49. It says, I am come to send fire on the earth, and what will I if it already be kindled? Right? And you see, right now you have these fires, on the West Coast, and then on the East Coast you have all the freezing, the ice, and the snow. All right. In the NLT it says, I have come to set the world on fire, and I wish it were already burning. Okay. But we understand that the Lord, is a consuming fire, right? And go to the book of Hebrews. Let's get that real quick. Salakia. Hebrews 12. And let's go to verse number 29. Right? It says, let's see. Let's start at verse 28. It says, wherefore we, receiving a kingdom which cannot be moved, let us have grace whereby we may serve the Most High acceptably with reverence and godly fear. For our power, right, Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, is a consuming fire. All right. When you read the NLT, it says, for our power is a devouring fire, right? And you see that, right? You see how, just watching some of these houses and stuff burn and just consuming everything. All right. And the Lord is going to bring that ultimate fire, that ultimate judgment on the day of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, which is going to consume people's eyes and their tongue and their mouth while they stand on their feet. Right. And that's talking about that thermonuclear fire. OK, the Lord is not going to be playing. All right. Let's go to just got a couple more, and I'm not going to make it too long. Right. But we know that this is judgment coming, to this place. This is Psalms chapter 104, start at verse 3. It says, who layeth the chambers of his beams in the waters? Who maketh the clouds his chariots? Who walketh upon the wings of the wind? All right. Talking about the chariots of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, right? Which people call the so-called UFOs or orbs, right? Those are chariots of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. It says, who maketh his angels spirits and his ministers a flaming fire. All right. In the NLT verse 4, it says, the winds are your messengers, flames of fires are your servants, right? But remember when when the Spirit had visited was it Moses? With Moses in that burning bush, right? It was a fire, right? The Lord is a consuming fire. All right. And the Lord is going to bring judgment in these last days by fire. All right. By fire. All right. And this place here, Babylon, is going to be utterly destroyed by fire. All right. And it talks about that. Let's get that real quick. Right. So these are all just little just to show you little things. Okay. Let's get this 2 Peter 3 and 10. It says, but the day of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi will come as a thief in the night, which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, right? And that's the sound of those ICBM missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles hitting, here in Babylon. It says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, all right, through those thermonuclear weapons, right? Those warheads, nuclear warheads that are being deployed, they're going to be deployed. And it says, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. It says, the earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. All right. So even when you watch the, that fire, you understand that, there's going to be a much greater fire, which is going to be during the day of Yahawah's vengeance, right? Like the book of Nahum says, it's going to melt the mountains, all right? So, and this, the earth is going to quake, and the mountains shall melt, right? Malachi 4:1 talks about it shall be like a oven, So, hey, listen, this is all just pre-warning, right? But the Lord said, they shall build, but I will throw down. All right, at the end of the day, right? And the Lord is a consuming fire, and He's going to continue to plague this place, okay, with fire until it's utterly destroyed. All right, so keep watch, and keep praying. All right, and you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you are the Israelites. Hey, you need to make Yahawah your power. All right, turn to Him. It says, seek Him while He may be found. All right, because as you see, the Lord is turning up. He's turning up the heat, literally. And you don't want to get caught in that crossfire. All right. So I just wanted to do this, quick lesson. Lord's will, it was edifying. Right. With that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. I want to say, Halal Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rawchaa, Qadash. Peace and blessings to the elect of the 12 tribes scattered abroad, the mighty Shalom, to the 144,000 men, and to the rest of the elect. Stay diligent, stay focused, keep watching, keep praying. All right. And with that, I want to say Shalom.